I'm going to start with this one. This is a picture of me and my Aunt Mary. Now, my Aunt Mary is married into the family. So she married my third cousin, Anthony Stinson, whose mother was Lou Dolly Brazil. And that's on my mother's father's side, somewhere over there. But she married into the family. So she married my third cousin, Anthony Stinson, which actually my cousin Anthony died about a year or two ago. So I never got to meet him, but he died like recently. Um, okay. But yeah, Aunt Mary's still holding strong. So this picture I took of Off Guard. I took of my adopted family, and so right here, this woman right here is my grandmother. This is my adoptive father's mother, and these two women right here are my aunties. This is my aunt Laurel, and the woman right here at the very end, to the left or to the right, is my aunt Marquita. So they were eating crabs and drinking beer, and I got them off guard doing that. And I think this is one of the prettiest pictures because I named it a mother and her daughters, and it's so just a beautiful picture of them literally not paying attention to me, but just living life, doing something, just literally living life and going about life without even having to pose for the camera. It's beautiful. This is a picture. Sorry, guys. This is a picture of my father, my blood father, right here in the nursing home, and his friend. I don't know who he is, but he's a friend of my father's. This picture was sent to me by by his sister, my aunt Jerry. Um, and yeah, so yeah, my father's actually not in a nursing home anymore. He's actually in assisted living, so he's in a better place, getting taken care of now. So he's in a lot. He's in a better place in his life, and he's actually likes it a lot better. He's not upset like he used to be in the nursing home. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so let me. Sorry, I gotta sort these pictures. Um, This is my birth mother. This is my blood mom. Sorry, guys. I know I'm taking long to get these pictures, but I'm literally holding this in the thing at one time. So this is my blood mother, and my birth mom. I took this picture of her off guard because I like off guard pictures because you know when people are actually smiling for the camera, sometimes it looks fake, which in a way it is fake. But um, I like this photo. I took it of her off guard. She was sitting down on the porch of her brother's house, my uncle Jerry Dale, and we were in San Angelo. And I took this. She was just sitting there, and I just thought it was just the most beautifulest picture of her I could take. You know, just her and her beauty, just right there. You know, she's so pretty. So yeah, that's my birth mother. That is my blood mom. I still call. I mean, she's my mom, but I don't call her birth mother. I say mom, but I'm saying that to make the distinction between certain pictures in this video. This is my great uncle Sam. You guys see me right there bending down, right? When I was at my aunt Eva's house, I was taking the picture, and I you could see me through the mirror, but I was so this is how I found the picture. So I was in the house and I was walking around and I saw this picture laying there, and I saw this man, and I actually feel like other than my mother and other people in the family, because I look a lot like my mother, I look a lot like her side of the family, but I feel like I favor my Uncle Sam a lot too. I really look a lot like him in many ways. And he was the son of my great grandmother, Alice Phillips. And I have a picture of her too. I do. So he was the son of my uh, he was the son of my grandmother, Alice Phillips. And he was the uncle of my grandmother, uh, Dorothy. No, he wasn't. He was the Dorothy was my no. He was her brother. Never mind. He was my grandmother Dorothy's brother. Never mind, cause they both came from Alice. So yeah, he was my grandmother Dorothy's brother. So he was my grandmother Dorothy's brother, and he was the son of my great grandmother Alice Phillips. He was my aunt's. He was my mother's sister's great uncle. He was my mother's great. He was my sorry. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. This is so. Ugh. Okay, please forgive me. He was the son of my great grandmother Alice Phillips. He was the brother of my grandmother Dorothy. He was the uncle of my mother and her sisters and their brothers. And he is my great uncle. Better. But yes, his name is, we call him Uncle Sam. I call him my great, he's my great Uncle Sam, but we all call him, Uncle Sam. And his name is actually Roger Phillips. But like I said, we all call him Uncle Sam. So, there you go. So I'm gonna take these pictures out. Sorry. Okay. So this is my Aunt Eva. This was her a long time ago. She may have been like my age here, 23, 22, 21, maybe even 24, 25. But this is my Aunt Eva. And this is such a pretty picture of her. It's such a beautiful picture of her. I love it. This is, of course, my mother's sister, and my mother and her sisters have the same mother, but they don't have the same father. And I think no. I think my mother and my Aunt Annie Laura have the same father and mother, and my Uncle Wayman and my mother have the same mother and father. I believe that is true, but I am not sure, so do not quote me on that. This is my cousin Dorian. He is my fourth cousin, and his mother is my third cousin. This is part of the family where this is the part of the family where like the Spanish, Portuguese, and more the native comes in. But this is my fourth cousin, Dorian, and we keep in contact pretty well. And his mother is my third cousin, and we also keep in contact very well. We all are very close. This is my cousin LaRasha. This is when I was in Texas, and I got to meet and have dinner with her, and get to know her. It's the first time ever meeting her, and I loved it. It was so beautiful. This is me and my blood father. You've already seen one picture of him, but this is another picture of him. He was in the wheelchair, and he can't walk. He has no way of walking. He's lost his ability to walk. So any way he gets around, he's either in his wheelchair or somebody or someone is helping him walk somewhere, or just aiding him in some kind of way. So yeah. This is just another picture of me, of course. But yeah. I look so pretty. So this picture right here is of somebody from the Sturgeon line. Now, this is on my father's side, but Betty Halley, Jonathan Halley. It is somewhere on that line, but it's really dealing with the Sturgeons. I believe it's something dealing with the Sturgeons. So I don't know her name. I'll have to ask. Actually, I have it in my text messages. I'll have to go back and look at them and show you guys again later. But she is family. I think this is my cousin Betty's mother. I think maybe. I'm not sure. Here's another picture that my cousin Jonathan sent me, and this is another relation of his mother, on his mother's side. A very beautiful photo, but I have no idea their relation to me at all. Like, I know it's on my father's side, but I have no idea how they're related to Betty, the connection through it. So again, this is in text messages, so I will go back and then I will come back and I will definitely talk about it more. But yet they are related to me. Okay. So this is another beautiful photo. So this is my brother TC. I have no idea who this woman is, but this is my brother TC, and he died. He died either before I was born or a little bit after I was born. But yeah, this is another one of my brothers. I heard I look just like him. I can kind of see, I, I can kind of see a little bit of myself in him, but not a lot. I guess I don't know. I guess but I do think there's a couple of features in there that I look like him. He looks a lot like my father though. This is his wife. And then this is another cousin of ours. And I can't remember her name, but I do have another picture of her back home in where I go to school at. But she is another cousin of ours. And I did notice that she was in this picture as well, other than her single photo, until I recently was looking through these later on. So yeah. Okay. I definitely went over this photo with everybody. However, this is my Aunt Juliet, another one of my mother's sisters. This is my first cousin Todd, my Aunt Eva's son. And I have no idea who he is. I don't know who he is, but I know he's family. All right, so this is another family member of mine, another cousin of mine, of course, on my mother's side. He died in the Vietnam War. I can't remember his name, but he's my third cousin Annie's brother, so of course he'd be my third cousin. And yeah. I wish I would have got to meet him, you know. All right. So, this is my Aunt Jerry, my father's sister, and this is my Uncle Harold. Guys, recently my Uncle Harold died on Christmas Day. He died in the morning time, somewhere around. So it's been very hard for me and my family. But you know, he's in a better place and he's no longer suffering. So all of us are happy about that. But he was a very good man, and it's hard to see him go. So condolences out to my Uncle Harold. Okay. This is me and my cousins, Adam and Michael. They are my Aunt Lois's grandchildren, and my Aunt Lois is another sister of my father's, and and these are her grandchildren from her son, I believe. So yeah. And here's a picture of Aunt Lois right here. Let me go ahead and grab it. Here's a picture of me and Aunt Lois. So yeah, really cool. Here's a picture of me and Cousin Mickey. Cousin Mickey is my Aunt Jerry's daughter. She is my first cousin. Yay. This is a picture of my Aunt Lena when she was young. Aunt Lena, just another sister of my mother's. And she died like in 2000, 2001, maybe a little bit after that, maybe a little bit before that, but she did die. Definitely after I was born though, but we don't, but I heard it was cancer, but yeah. Wish I could have met her.